Return on Investment, or ROI for short, by Kayla Bragg. In business, financial results are often measured using the Return on Investment Index, or ROI. Originally, ROI was used for business purposes to evaluate if what they were creating, comparable to the costs, would actually be profitable. In the instructional design world, ROI is meant to check the effectiveness and benefits of an instructional design program in a school or even a business, because many businesses have an educational department, and when they teach policies or teach how to do things in that business, they need to make sure that what they are teaching is effective and that they're not just wasting their money or time. Weighing the costs and benefits of an instructional design is imperative so that it could be reevaluated if needed. If you notice that you're dumping all this money into this instructional plan, but nobody's getting anything out of it, then it obviously needs to be reevaluated or altered or changed. It also needs to meet the needs of the employers or educators that are using it. So ROI in education. ROI, like I said before, was originally meant for business models. However, now it's implemented into the educational world. Smith and Knapp wrote that. Evaluating an educational model is different than evaluating a business because you must also evaluate a student's performance. It's a give and take thing. So what you put in is hopefully what you get out of it. And that's what they are trying to evaluate when it comes to student performance. Are they actually learning from the instructional design model that you are utilizing? So ROI helps check for functionality, practicality, and is it cost efficient? So like I said before, you don't want to waste time and money into a program that is not actually going to benefit the students. You want to make sure that they are receiving the education that they need. So the ROI formula. So you want to subtract the total cost of a program from total cost of benefits. Then divide the difference of the total cost with that answer that you got from the first part and multiply by 100. And then that will give you a percentage. And Reiser and Dempsey describe this in the textbook. So, if the percentage or number is above 0, then that is a positive return. Below 0 is obviously a negative return. If above 0, then the instructional model is effective and well implemented. So if it is above 0, then you are getting the information that you want and need, and it is being beneficial to the students, which is what you want. Whether the students are, preschoolers, elementary, middle, high school, or even adults in business, in some sort of a business or anything, you want to make sure that it is effective. Are you getting your message? Are they getting the knowledge that they need? So, even before COVID, e-learning has become a very real part of education. The real value of e-learning lies not in its ability to train just anyone, anytime, anywhere, but in our ability to deploy this attribute to train the right people to gain the right skills or knowledge at the right time. This quote by Gavin Damsey really stuck out to me because e-learning is just as difficult as traditional learning, if not more, because you don't really get to see the person face to face, and you are relying on them to do a lot of independent work. So you're not, like it just says, you're not just training people, but you're trying to help them have the right skills or knowledge to be able to teach the message. Back more on e-learning. Evaluating programs can be difficult because, like I said, you're not really seeing people face to face. And that means that when it comes to e-learning, you really kind of have to think outside the box. In order for a positive ROI, educators need to push productivity. You need to try new things, try new methods, see what works for students, because just like the traditional learning, it's not all one size fits all. Children learn differently. And that also needs to be recognized in e-learning, and that will also get a better ROI. Administration needs to also look out for their educators in traditional and e-learning. And some of the things that they could do for them is give them the extra resources that they need. Train them to know how to use a software, or, give them the tools on how to learn how to do DIY videos, or even screencasting. Make sure they have knowledge on, the instruction design and the curriculum, and know what to look for. And also 3, how to evaluate the instructional design. Like, how are they planning on assessing these students? And then also, just give them anything else that they might need to help push productivity. When it comes to e-learning, you can still do demonstrations and, help students do hands-on activities. You just have to think outside the box in order to do that. And these are my references.